Hi guys, this is a redirect to my reaction to The Legend of Korra Season 3 episodes 10, 11, 12 and 13. So I did a quadruple reaction just to finish off Season 3 and oh my goodness, this is the strongest, the best season so far in The Legend of Korra. I've absolutely loved this season especially. Just amazing new characters, amazing plot, and amazing villains as well. I really like the villains. I mean, I was so pissed at what they did in these episodes, especially in these last four episodes. I was very angry at what they did with how they destroyed Ba Sing Se, as well as destroying the Northern Air Temple and apprehending all the airbenders to use as leverage. But nonetheless, I really was intrigued by Zaheer's ideology about the need for true freedom. I thought that was a very interesting concept. Obviously, I do not agree with it because I do feel that the world does need some order. Otherwise, everything would be in chaos. People would just do anything and everything that they want, and that would only cause a lot of evil to happen, in my opinion. So that's why I don't believe in the idea of true freedom. But I mean, whatever. That was his belief, and he thought he was doing the right thing. Like, you know, it's a good villain if he has his own ideologies, he has a proper motive instead of, like, you know, just being evil for the sake of being evil. To be honest, we didn't really get much backstory as to why he hates the world leaders so damn much. So it would have been nice to see the Red Lotus backstory, or at least his backstory as to why he especially has this extreme resentment towards the world leaders. Obviously, there are some really corrupt world leaders, and that does make sense as to why he's against that. Like, for example, the tyrant, extremely scumbag of an Earth Queen, the way he just killed her. Oh my god, he is an absolute savage. The way he just killed the Earth Queen by taking away all the air out of her. Damn, like, wow. Yo, the way he invaded Ba Sing Se and tricked the Earth Queen. He was trying to find out information about where the air benders were, where Korra was actually, and he managed to find that out, and he tricked her, then he took the air out of her. Damn, in such a savage way. To be honest, I don't care about the Earth Queen. She was an absolute bitch. She was so entitled. Like, she didn't care about anyone. She was so ruthless. She was such a tyrant. So I totally understand why he hates those kind of world leaders. But the thing is, like, not every single king and queen and world leader is extremely cruel, you know, to their citizens. Not all of them, like maybe the majority in the Avatar world, but I feel like we could have seen a bit more backstory from him. Like, for example, like, did his parents get killed by a king, or like, then it would actually make sense as to why he has such resentment, you know. But anyway, regardless, like, I really like, I mean, the Red Lotus are like by far the best villains that I've seen in the Avatar series as a whole, not just in this series but in the Avatar series as well. Obviously I absolutely love the Avatar series. It's very much on par with The Legend of Korra, in my opinion, but like, what sets the two series apart? The Avatar series does do better when it comes to character development and, like, just, in my opinion, more likable characters, and definitely better romance in the original Avatar series. But in The Legend of Korra, I do feel that they have the better villains because they're a bit more developed. They're less one-dimensional. So that's what I really appreciate with the Legend of Korra series, regarding the villains. But anyway, so I'm going to talk about these four episodes. So firstly, like, yeah, so the Earth Queen was killed and Korra was restrained. Korra and Asami were restrained, and they were heading their way to Ba Sing Se, because the Earth Queen got to her before the Red Lotus did. So that's why Zaheer wanted to go to Ba Sing Se, and also and find out where Korra is exactly. And yeah, and then he killed the Earth Queen after finding out information, and then he literally all four of them invaded Ba Sing Se. Everything turned into chaos after the Earth Queen died. So, and a lot of people felt free after she got killed. A lot of people were actually happy. A lot of the citizens were actually happy. So that just says a lot about how evil this bitch was. Like the fact that your citizens were like roaming free, like wanting to do whatever they want. Except for that grandma, you know, Mako and Bolin's grandma, the fact that she kept a photo frame of the Earth Queen and actually wanted to keep it when they were evacuating, because the whole entire city of Ba Sing Se was set in fire, set in lava. Everything was just destroyed. Their homes were destroyed. So it's not like they're doing the innocents a favor, really. In one way they are doing them a favor, but in another way they're not, because they just destroyed their homes and they could have killed these innocent civilians actually. So they're not actually good people. They think they're good people, but they're not. So yeah, so Mako and Bolin, they evacuated their family in Ba Sing Se, and then Korra and Asami, they were like trapped in the middle of the desert. They had to get like improvise a vehicle to get back to find everyone else. And also it was really nice to see Zuko and Iroh in these episodes, giving Korra advice about what she needs to do. And Korra made the ultimate decision to surrender herself to Zaheer, because Zaheer, like, he took all the airbenders from the Northern Air Temple. Oh my god, the way Tenzin was just like really fighting his corner. Like he really fought against Tenzin. I mean, Zaheer. Like he did not back down. He did not surrender to Zaheer. Zaheer wanted to use the airbenders as leverage to get to Korra, but like Tenzin was like, no, I'm not gonna give you Korra, you know, and he was proper fighting back, and that was a really risky an extremely brave act to do, considering his situation where his own family were there, you know. So for like maybe he would like think of his family before doing something like that. But regardless, like, I really do respect Tenzin so much for protecting Korra, even when his life was on the line. Like, damn, that is a true mentor, really. And so they got, so the whole Northern Air Temple got destroyed. Obviously Tenzin lost to them, everyone lost. Kia and Bumi were fighting against the Red Lotus as well, they lost, and they were all taken by them as prisoners. And then so later on, we saw a huge battle between the Red Lotus members as well as Korra's crew, and damn, like so much went down. Like the fight, it was just incredible. Like, and Bolin, like, he found out that he can actually lava bend. He wasn't able to do metal bending, but I'm so glad he was able to lava bend. And we also saw Mako using lightning bending. So yeah, I mean, it was more shocking for when Bolin did it, but I was really impressed with both of them, like for standing up for Korra, working hard. Same with Asami. I mean, she's a non-bender, but she really takes care of Korra as well. Like, they're just such great friends, and oh my days, the metal benders Lin and Su. Oh man, the sisterly bond between Lin and Su. Yeah, I really like that they're now really working together, being more like sisters, rekindling their bond, and like, you know, just working together to get rid of the Red Lotus. And that's what they did. They actually got rid of Paley. So Lin, like, she wanted to, in a way, kind of sacrifice herself to Paley, but Sue got in time and actually encased Paley's head with metal. And to be honest, I didn't quite understand what she actually, how that would kill her, but I guess it kind of crushed her head or something. Yeah, so she died basically. So really good props to Sue and Lin for their perseverance. And in the meanwhile, Korra was actually restrained. She was taken again by Zaheer. So that's why Lin and Sue and Korra's crew were basically after her, to save her, as well as save all the airbenders that were taken away. So that was the mission. Asami, Bolin and Mako, they saved the airbenders, while Lin and Sue were on a mission to save Korra. So Korra was getting poisoned by the Red Lotus. They thought that once they get rid of the avatar and get rid of the avatar cycle as well, so making sure that no avatar comes after Korra by poisoning her. Oh my days, this guy is such a psycho. The way like they just like watched as they basically tortured her with this poison that was in her system, and she was struggling so much. She was fighting back. Korra is a fighter. She is an absolute fighter. And I really admire her courage, her duty to her people, the fact that she surrendered herself, so that everyone would be saved. But the thing is, Zaheer did not go with the deal. He did not stick to the deal. He actually betrayed them. He tricked them into thinking that he will accept the deal by releasing the airbenders if she surrenders herself to him, when actually when she did surrender herself, he did not release the airbenders. That was the trick. And I was so angry. I was so damn angry that he tricked them like that he would not actually release the airbenders. And yeah, it just caused a huge fight, and then Korra was poisoned, but she was fighting for her life. She was so angry towards Zaheer. Zaheer was able to fly. That was a huge shocker. At first I was like, wait, isn't it just airbending? But then I thought, wait, wouldn't there be like wind under him though if it was airbending? So I was like, wow, so he's basically the only one of the two airbenders in history to be able to fly like that. So he was an extremely advanced airbender to be able to fly, because he needed true freedom in order to be able to fly. So that was really cool that we saw a very flight based finale fight between Korra and Zaheer. Korra just went all out. She was so furious. She thought her father got killed by Zaheer. Thankfully Tonraq is still alive. But yeah, it was just a really heavy, intense battle, and it was an intense battle to get rid of the other Red Lotus members. Bolin, an absolute badass, Mako, badass as well. Yeah, it's just really cool. And Jinora is an absolute clever girl. She actually helped Korra get saved. So basically, once the airbenders were released, and it was thanks to the kids kept coming up with this idea to take the key, that was their take the key from the guard that was watching over them. So that's how they were able to release themselves. And then afterwards, Jinora gathered the whole entire airbending crew to make this whole entire whirlwind tornado thing to stop Zaheer with that tornado. So that was really clever thinking from Jinora, and she totally deserved her airbender master status, and that's what she got at the very end. She finally got her airbending tattoo. So she's now an airbending master, which is just amazing. She's still a kid, but she's so she's such a leader. She's such a clever leader. Like she's very, she knows what she's doing. Like she's so incredible with her, not only her airbending powers, but also a spiritual power as well. So yeah, it was really good. It was thanks to all of them, including Jinora, for saving Korra. Basically everyone stepped in, everyone chimed in into doing something that will help the end result, the end goal, to stop the Red Lotus. So it's not like it was just a one person effort, it was a whole team effort to get down the Red Lotus, and that's what I really like. I like that everyone was involved in this. Yeah, it's just incredible characters in this season. I'll say my full season 3 review in the next redirect, but yeah, that's all I want to say. So what you think of this season, let me know, and stay tuned for more.